Hello and welcome. This is my channel, Will to Live. I bet you didn't expect me back ever. Like ever. I don't know. Today I'm gonna be playing solitaire while telling you about the Vietnam War. So, let's start. So basically, in the past, there was a French colony called French Indochina. It was composed of the modern-day countries of Laos, Cambodia, and Vietnam. So, during World War II, Japan occupied French Indochina, and during this occupation, a communist group rose up, led by Ho Chi Minh. So after World War II ended, Vietnam wasn't really ruled by anyone, because Japan had left, and the French hadn't come back. So, there's anarchy. So basically, Ho Chi Minh took this as an opportunity and took control of the government and established the capital in Hanoi, which is a city in North Vietnam. And basically, the French came back and said, we want French Indochina back, and Ho Chi Minh tried to resolve it peacefully. But the French weren't having it, so they went to war, and Vietnam won. They used guerrilla tactics, and this was the first Indochina War. So, July 1954 was the Geneva Conference, where they split up French Indochina into Laos, Cambodia, and Vietnam. So, Vietnam was split into two, which was to be rejoined after a 300-day period. An election was to be held, and after that, they were going to join together again. And during this, there's free movement between North and South, and a lot of people came to South to avoid persecution from the communists in the North. So, they were to be rejoined after the election, but there was a coup. Ngo Dinh Diem overthrew Bao Dai and became president of South Vietnam and declared a new country. So South Vietnam was backed by France, the United States, all these people, and the North was backed by like Russia and China because they were communist. So then they went to war. But, Ngo Dinh Diem wasn't too popular. So, eventually there was a coup in 1963. And then there was about a dozen regimes before, Nguyen Van Tho, or something, I don't know, took over the government. And during this, the communists were gaining ground. So, anyway, the new regime, the United States started backing them, and there's a Gulf of Tonkin incident where America claimed that one of their ships was attacked, which it wasn't. They made it all up. Anyway, basically, they used this as a precedent to join the war and start sending equipment and people over. And at the height, there's 500,000 American soldiers in Vietnam, and there were extensive bombing campaigns on the North. So, the American public, they were going along with it. They were like, oh yeah, war and such. You know how America loves war, I think. I don't know. Sure. But, there was a Tet Offensive in which the North launched a massive offensive against the South. And although it was not successful, this is what turned the American public against the war. So I guess, it worked out in the end. So, they started protesting and stuff, and America said, okay, we'll leave. And while they were leaving, they tried to stabilize the South so they could stand up for their own. That didn't work, and the America left, and by 1973 America left, And by April 30th of 1975, the North had taken the capital, and the South ended. So, yeah. And then they rejoined, and now they are still together today. So, that was my history of the Vietnam War. I hoped you liked it. Make sure to, you know, do the things. Thanks for watching. I'll see you eventually. Goodbye.